Good evening, everybody. I just wanted to get on and give a quick little message. I wasn't going to get on here today. I actually made a message Sunday that I couldn't put up. I messed up on that one or whatever. But so I'm just going to say this today. Now, mind you, I need to stop cooking and looking at TV at the same time because some of the stuff that pop on there just make me say, let me run up here and write this up real quick, in my opinion. Now, it's not really like yeah, I guess it is a little bit right, but I'm hoping somebody gets something out of it at the end of the day, like most things, right? Okay, all right. Y'all notice that when I do my videos, right, most of my videos, you notice how I make it a point to say some men or some women, right? And the reason I do that, in my opinion, the reason why I'm doing that is because we need to stop generalizing and putting everybody, every man and every woman in the same box, right? Because every woman is not the same as every woman, and every man is not like every man, right? So we need to stop generalizing, right? Because what we need to do is what we need to start doing, actually, in my opinion, is asking God for the proper guidance and stop thinking with the wrong body parts, right? And we need to start thinking with the hearts and the minds instead of, all the other stuff we tend to think with sometime when we out there, right? Okay, so on that note, ladies, stop bashing every man because they messed all over you or whatever. And men, stop bashing every woman because one of them left you hanging high, dry, or messed up all over you, right? And I'm going to talk about one more thing, y'all, that I would like to address because I keep hearing this. And I must admit that it's made me somewhat confused in a way, right? Okay, before I say what I'm going to say, I just want to let people know that I would never knock anybody's belief or what anybody believe in or anything like that. But I'm a little confused with it, right? So I'm getting on here. Maybe I need to be a little enlightened. Maybe I'm missing something, right? But I've been hearing a lot of men say that a woman needs to come to them. I even seen that on one of the little shows that come on, Ready to Leave. Ready to Love. I keep hearing that over and over again. And I must admit that every time I hear it, it be sounding kind of funny, right? Because to me, when I hear it, it sounds like some kind of old Dracula movie, like "Come to Me." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Dracula used to do the "Come to Me" spells or something. So it reminds me of that, And I don't know, so I don't know how I feel about that, really. You know what I'm saying? And I'm no difficult woman, but I mean that just confuses me a little bit because maybe I just grew up a little different, right? Because the way I remember it is based on Proverbs 18:22, which states that when a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, right? So I guess what it all boils down to is it depends on what you're looking for, right? Okay, and I'll even go as far as saying that as a woman, it is proper to say that a woman should prepare herself, which means to begin the process of becoming a virtuous woman, right? Begin the process. If you're not all the way there, it'll tell you what the virtuous woman consists of. So that includes the fact that we may have to make some changes or go through some sort of healing process to become a virtuous woman, right? And prepare ourselves for, I'll just say, our Boaz or whatever, right? Sometimes we got to dot all our I's and cross all our T's first before we get to that point, right? So, nevertheless, let's see, where am I? So, back to what I was saying. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. So, when I say that, I'm saying find, Find, right? The definition of find is to recognize or discover, perceive by chance or unexpectedly, right? So you find something. And there was also one version that I looked at that also said, and it also referred a woman to being a treasure, right? And y'all know I'm in my 50s, right? Everybody know that. That ain't no secret. I done said that I'm in my 50s. So to me, it's just like, I done watched a whole bunch of pirate movies back in my day, right? Way before Pirate of the Caribbean and all that stuff even came out, right? And I enjoy Pirates of the Caribbean too, by the way. But, it might have taken them some time, but when it came to the pirates, it might have taken them some time, but I tell you, I never remember them just sitting on the boat in the treasure, which they needed to find, Find, drifted up beside them. You know what I'm saying? I never saw them able to find treasure without putting in some work or going out to see, where could this treasure be, right? Okay? I never remember seeing that. Like ahoy mates, hey, there go the treasure coming up, pulling up on us next to us in a boat. I never remember seeing that. They always had to go out and find, Find, the treasure, right? So just know that sometimes there are good men and good women out there, but people by their own free will don't be wanting them, because most people are oftentimes only lifting themselves to go out and find, the next best thing, right? So at the end of the day, I'm missing something, y'all. But without even knowing, okay, at the end of the day, without even knowing that the spot which the X mark could have been sitting right there in their face. But everybody out here now, we're looking for the next best thing, next best thing. Don't always make it the best thing, right? Okay. So, okay. I'm going to say this real quick, and this how I'm going to break it down to y'all, because y'all know, I don't know if y'all heard, but Toys R Us is supposed to be returning. And I used to love Toys R Us. I really did. It bring back so many childhood memories. So I'm going to relate it to something like that, right? So like children, we sometimes tend to use the right thing as the Tonka truck toy, the Tonka toy truck. Y'all remember the Tonka toy trucks from back in the day that we all got to rough up all, wait a minute, hold on, slow down, Jill. The Tonka toy truck that we get to rough all up before we get tired of playing with it, as we then make the quick decision to toss it to the side and leave it sitting in a corner collecting dust, while we go and give all of our quality time and attention to the newly high-powered, battery-operated version, little race car, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't seem to take any effort, right? You know how everybody go out and buy them little cars, you put the little batteries and stuff in it, or charge it up or whatever, and then you let it go, right? You use your little buttons to make it move and all that stuff like that, right? So it barely takes any effort. It's not like the Tonka truck. You got to move that yourself, right? Possibly on your hands and knees as a child. We had to push them around like that. Well, at least not, we enjoy these things, at least up until the batteries run out, right? You then begin up to panic and become a little frustrated as you scurry off to the store in search of more batteries, right? So get your little money up and you go out there and you spend more money on more batteries, right? Without even remembering or realizing that you passed up that Tonka truck, right? That we all know is built to last, right? That truck right in there. You ain't even got to spend no money on it. You ain't got to go get no more batteries. But what do we do? So there the Tonka truck still continues to sit like Woody in the movie Toy Story when Buzz Lightyear showed up, while you continue to run out yet again to spend more money on the same model battery-operated car, right? It's the same car, but you just put more upgraded batteries in it. You're like, okay, I got the cheaper batteries the last time. I'm going to go spend even more money, and I'm going to get the expensive pack of batteries. They should last longer, right? But guess what? Even then, those batteries, you bust open, come home, you bust open your pack of Energizer batteries, and even then, they soon will run out too, right? Okay? Hell, even if you go get the rechargeable ones, they burn out too, right? When all the whole time the Tonka truck, all it needed was a little of your effort and imagination, right? You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me, right? So, you think about those old toys like that sometimes, they built to last. Look how that Tonka truck was, right? We could play with Tonka truck all day long, put dirt in it, flip it over, wash it out, roll it down our stairs and everything, and get down to the bottom, it'd be still standing, don't it? So, I just wanted to relate that to that for people it depends on what you're looking for, right? So, we need to ask for proper guidance when we out here trying to find the one or date the one. I have actually watched something where somebody had spent a bunch of money on some woman on some trip and stuff like that. And after she got to the trip, she disappeared on the guy. And to me, it's like, that's sad. But at the end of the day, there is a woman out there who would have appreciated every second of that. Life is about choices and we all have free will, right? And just a bonus message is that I also saw when I looked up when a man finds a good thing, right? It says when a man finds a good thing and he passes it up for an adulteress, it makes him not only a foolish man, but also a wicked one. So what I got out of that, I thought about even with Nick Cannon talking about all the women on TV and saying different stuff about them. But at the end of the day, it's just like you got a lot of people, oh, she's selfish, she that, she that. But how are you complaining when you chose that fish? You picked it. The thing is, when it comes to finding something, sometimes it don't happen all at once according to our feelings that we get in our loins and in our drawers or whatever like that, right? Sometimes it take a little time, right? Take a little patience, take a little learning to get to know each other and studying each other and stuff like that. No hitting each other, nobody with nothing, because hey, I've been there before myself. Sometimes we be in the rush and stuff like that, and we go and do things, and we sit there and sit back and be like, dang, well, I shouldn't have done that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I should have took more time. I shouldn't have just started a relationship that way. I should have gotten to learn this person or know this person first or what. We're all guilty of some things like that, right? Even if you don't go the distance with the person or whatever like that, even just meeting the person, even if you never even get with a person physically at all, you know, it's good to just take time to get to know somebody first, right? Because you may know by time in 10 days, you may find out, oh no, this ain't the right one, right? But if we never take that time to do that, then we end up in a bunch of mess that we probably don't want to be in, right? So, okay, that's all I wanted to say. And congratulations to Toys R Us. I'll be glad to see them back out there again. You know, to just bring back memories for me. I don't know if it's who runs it or operates it or none of that stuff, but it really brings back memories of my childhood to hear that Toys R Us is possibly coming back. Okay, so stop categorizing, y'all. Stop generalizing. Every man and woman is not the same. And there are good women out there. There are good men out there. It's just you gotta watch when you set your sail to go sailing out to find your treasure, whichever way you want to do it, finding the male or going to the woman. I don't know, but my preference, no, I don't. I don't believe that come to me. That sounds weird to me. I don't know. It's just, you know, when a man man finds a woman, he finds a good thing. And no, chivalry ain't dead to me. I like a little chivalry, don't mind it. I ain't saying a person got to open the door all the time, but just to do it out the blue would just be a sweet thing, right? Because as you get older, even when it comes to when you finish making love or whatever, you want to lay in the bed next to somebody, you know, we may have some cuddle time, but it might only be 1-2 minutes top. You know, that arthritis kicking. Ain't nobody got time for all that holding all night with your arm all bent up, right? But y'all know I love y'all. Have a blessed day. I don't know how this is going to come out, y'all, because I just ran up here and scratched it down, and I just wanted to get my point across. So hopefully that part was made, even if it was all jumbled up, right? But I love y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening, okay? All righty. Bye-bye.